Hello everyone, this is the second part regarding tonsillitis. In previous video, first part we are discussed what is meant by tonsillitis, what are the causes, how we are diagnosis the tonsillitis. Okay, up to that we are discussed in previous videos. Okay, in this video we are going to discuss nursing management for the tonsillitis disease condition. Okay, nursing management. Here the nursing management, as a nurse we have to do the complete care to the children who are affected by this tonsillitis disease condition. Okay, in this we have to check the vital signs. Okay, vital signs. And what are the vital signs means? The vital signs like temperature, pulse, respiration and BP. Okay, temperature, pulse, respiration, BP, these are the vital signs should be checked and record. Is there any increased or decreased? Okay, that will be maintained by providing complete care to the children. Okay, if the body temperature should be increased means we have to administer the antipyretics drugs. Okay, for improving their for maintenance of normal body temperature, we have to administer the antipyretics drugs. Okay, next here, as a nurse we have to encourage a client small frequent of cool liquids. Okay, tonsils is there in the throat only. Okay, for improving their health, for reducing irritation, we have to provide small frequent of cool fluids. Okay, should not administer hot water to the children. Why? Because by taking some of the hot water, they are feel some irritation, they are have some of the pain. Okay, next here we have to completely avoid spicy foods. Okay, completely avoid spicy foods to the children who are suffering with the tonsillitis disease condition. Okay, next here as a nurse we have to provide adequate oral fluids to the children. Okay, next one is the when the children having the some of the throat infection or sore throat, for reducing sore throat or the throat infection, we have to encourage the client for gargling. Okay, with the help of warm water, by doing gargles, the children improve their health. Okay, next one is the administer some of the antibiotics. Okay, if any bacterial infection is there in the body, for reducing their infection, we have to administer antibiotics to the children. Okay. In previous video we have discussed, one surgery is there for control of tonsillitis, that is the tonsillectomy. Means if the children is needed or the children is compulsory undergoing a surgery, that is the tonsillectomy means. Okay, as a nurse we have to prepare client pre-operatively. Okay, in the pre-operative phase we have to assess the some of the signs and symptoms. Okay, some of the signs and symptoms, upper respiratory tract. Okay, some of the signs and symptoms like upper respiratory tract, any problem is there, okay, that will be identified and record it in the pre-operative phase. Pre-operative phase nothing but before surgery. Okay, once the physician is decided the children is needed surgery, compulsory, like that the decision is taken depending upon the severity of disease condition. Okay, up to the children is sending to the operation theatre. In that period we are called as the pre-operative phase. Pre-operative nothing but before surgery. Okay, in that we have to examine the oral cavity. Oral cavity, any infection is there. Okay, what is the oral hygiene of the children? Okay, that will be identified. Next one is the here major role of a nurse, prepare the child for surgery. Okay, you have one disease condition, that is the tonsillitis, Okay, for removal of tonsils we have to do one surgery, that is the tonsillectomy. Okay, the surgery will undergone only by doing anesthesia. Okay, by giving anesthesia only we have to do this surgery. You are not having, you are don't feel any pain. Why? Because by giving anesthesia, that's why that type of health education we have to provide to the children. Okay, why? Because the children is having the fear regarding surgery. Okay, once the surgery is there means every human being having some of the fear, anxiety. Okay, after surgery how I become, okay, normal or abnormal, what happens, like that the problem is there. Okay, the tension is there. For reducing their tension, for improving their health, we have to give some of the psychological support to the children. Okay, this is regarding pre-operative nursing care. Okay, after that we have to discuss post-operative nursing care. Okay, after completion of surgery, what is our management? Means here also after completion of surgery immediately we have to record the vital signs. Okay, normal body temperature, pulse rate, respiratory rate, blood pressure, that will be assessed and record it. Next, observe any bleeding. Okay, is the children after completion of surgery, that is the tonsillectomy, any bleeding is there, that will be identified. Okay, if any complication like bleeding excessively means immediately we have to report the physician. Okay, next here, is there any increasing pulse rate, that will be recorded and that information also give to the physician for giving proper treatment to the children for control of normal pulse rates. Okay, next here, maintain the airway. Okay, airway maintenance. If airway should be obstructed with the any fluid accumulation or the what is the airway, okay, how it will be there, that will be assessed, and as a nurse we have to give comfort position for improving their breathing pattern. Okay, next here, what is the comfort position for improving the breathing of the children? Means that will be child should be have the prone position. Okay, in that supine position, prone position, side lateral, left lateral, like that so many of positions is there, no? Okay, here the child should be completely prone position. Along with prone position, the child should be head turned one side. Okay, along with prone position, the child head should be turned one side, that is the left side or right side. Okay, next one is here, is there any fluid accumulation in the throat? Okay, that will be suctioning. If necessary, the fluid should be excessively accumulated in the throat means immediately we have to do the suctioning of the fluids. Okay, when you are doing suctioning means, okay, the surgical site should not give any pain. Okay, now don't touch to the surgical site of the children's. Okay, next one is for reducing pain we have to administer the analgesics. Okay, next in this we have to provide after completion of surgery from the 12 hours to 24 hours provide only cool water. Okay, should not give any warm water to the children, and don't give milk products. Okay, now in this who are undergone the tonsillectomy surgery, from the first day 12 to 24 hours should not give any milk products. Okay, now only you should give cool water for improving their health. Okay, next one is the discharge. Okay, discharge teaching includes, okay, after completion of surgery, here we have to discharge, the children should be discharged from the hospital. Okay, here what we have to do means in this diet, okay, we have to provide health education regarding diet. Which type of diet we have to provide to the children who are undergone this tonsillectomy means in this we have to provide excessive fluids the fluid should be okay cool. Next, when we are giving diet, the diet should be soft. Okay, next one is the when we are giving food, the food should not irritating to the throat. Okay, now when we are giving food, the food should not irritating of a oral cavity. Okay, soft and liquid diet we have to provide. Some of the cool drinks we have to give to the children. Okay, next in this as a nurse we have to give some of the teaching to the children regarding don't clear throat. Okay, sometimes the children are having throat obstructions, means they are doing some movements. Okay, by doing movements they feel the throat should be have some of the clearance, like that they are doing. Okay, after completion of surgery should not give any movements. Okay, for expulsion of sore secretions. Okay, next here avoid the gargles. Before surgery, as a nurse we have to give health education regarding with the help of normal saline gargling process. Okay, after completion of surgery should stop the gargles. Okay, before surgery for control of infection we have to do encouragement like with the help of normal saline or the warm water for gargling. Okay, but after completion of surgery should not gargle, like that you have to give health education to the children. Okay, next one is the here as a nurse you have to assess is there any bleeding from the throat. Why? Because after completion of surgery sometimes the children may be having one complication like bleeding. Okay, is there any complication that will be identified. Okay, next one is the teach as a nurse we have to teach regarding pain relief drugs. Okay, some of the painkiller drugs is there, no? Okay, for reducing pain, analgesics, for example diclofenac sodium drug. Okay, like that the drug should be give to the children for reducing their pain. Okay, this is regarding tonsillitis management for the children who are undergone the tonsillectomy surgery. Okay.